Watch your mouth, Chrisean.
Oh my God.
Play that with Blueface, now with D-Mac.
Crip. I'm not an internet gangster. I'm a gangster in real life. On Crip, bro. Red. No, that's all. No, Crip's cool. But I'm in the blood.
Chrisean just got herself into some serious mess with the Crips after she denounced her allegiance to them and leaked Blueface's address. Chrisean has been on the internet threatening everyone, claiming that she would call her goons on them if they cross her. Well, she recently started making those threats at Blueface, and the Crips made her know she was now entering a dangerous tertiary. Chrisean was only claiming to be a Crip because Blue is a Crip. She was never really rocking with them for real. And now that she ain't with Blue no more, she might want to watch that mouth of hers, because he isn't around to give her the same protection she had when he was claiming her. Now, prior to Chrisean getting with Blue, she had only ever affiliated herself with Bloods, since she's from Baltimore. But once she started messing with Lou, she began flip-flopping between that and being a Crip. In fact, back in August of this year, Chrisean was caught on camera throwing B signs.
Okay, I was crippin', cause I was f***ing with a Crip. I don't f*** with a Crip no more, bro. I f*** with a blood.
Next time you're in LA, it's like, see where you from?
At the time, she was with Hood Bino, and from what we know, Bino is also Team B. So basically, she switches between whoever is blowing her back out at that particular time. When she broke up with Bino to go back to Blue, she got on a live stream with Blue and said she was now a Crip. From the looks of it, Blue saw all those videos she was making with Bino just a few months ago claiming the B team, and he decided to confront her. He asked her straight up which side she was on, and this is what she had to say.
Are you a blue nose pit or are you a red nose pit?
Now, to be honest, neither the B or the Crips really cared about Chrisean switching sides every 1 to 5 business days, because they don't claim her either. But where Chrisean messed up was when she made threats to Blueface. Mind you, Blueface is actually a Crip in real life, so his gang members are looking out for him. And they weren't going to watch Chrisean make threats on his life without reacting.
Blue, you're not gonna live a long time. Keep going against our kid, bro. You're not gonna live a long time. Your second son, bro. That's crazy. It's all right. His address is 18663 Juniper Springs Drive. For everybody.
Usually they would have ignored her if she and Blue were still together, but since they aren't, they took this as a real threat. Not only that, this was the second time Chrisean was threatening Blue's life.
I'm saying what's gonna happen to you after you try to hurt me. Play with me. Disrespect me. Try to embarrass me. Ruin my witness to God. You can't do none of that. Y'all can't do that. What the hell? Y'all can't do that without getting a consequence, bro. I don't care. That's the observation. Every time somebody really played with me, always get hurt, bro. And I never hurt them. Straight up. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how they deserve to be in a grave or in jail.
Now get this. It turns out that Chrisean's new man is actually part of the B team. And during a recent interview, when he was asked if he trusted Chrisean, he said Chrisean would never do him like how she did Blue. This man is definitely going to learn the hard way. He was even silly enough to go off on Blue, claiming that Blue had no right to question Chrisean on where she stands.
Feel me, her baby daddy, a Crip from Schoolyard, and you a Blood from Baby Stone Gorillas. Do you actually trust her?
She's smooth. I know she gonna keep it solid in the end. She ain't never gave me no Mickey feeling or even a feeling to make me think something like that. And we know the truth, you know? Like, just know who to play with, just know who not to play with. Behavior, why would you even pitch your baby mama in a situation like that for her to pick Bloods or Crips and she don't game bang, she don't know shit about it.
Just a few days ago, she got checked by a Crips member after she called him a crab. Now, for those of y'all who are unfamiliar with what the word means, it's an insult used by rival gangs. They basically replaced the P in Crip with a B, turning it into crab to mock and demean them. Even though Chrisean apologized immediately after saying it, word got back to the other members that Chrisean was on the internet talking crazy about them, and they jumped on Instagram to tell her to watch her mouth before they pop her. A member called D-Loke made a whole video telling Chrisean not to step her foot in LA again because it just might be her last.
Nigga, the C word and says for fried. You playing with this because you f***ing on a kid? I don't even want to hear about a nigga nowhere in LA County. I ain't even gonna lie about it. Nigga knows some real Criplets that's like, what the f***? I'm saying, yeah, hey.
Instead of Chrisean taking her son to therapy and minding her business, she's out here endangering her life by getting herself involved in things that have absolutely nothing to do with her. Carlissa clapped back at D-Loc for threatening Chrisean, and she said, "Now ask yourself, why would one of your homeboys sick some girls on your BM and possibly put your kid in harm's way? That's the type of stuff I don't ever want around me, even if I don't like the girl." Now get this, D-Loc's mama, who also happens to be Carlissa's alleged ex-girlfriend, responded to all this, and she defended D-Loc. She said D-Loc would never threaten or lay his hands on a woman, so if he checked Chrisean about anything, then it was probably because she needed some checking.
Son has the utmost respect for women. He would never lay a hand on a lady, but he'll slap the shit out of a bitch. If you act like a nigga, he gonna treat you like a nigga, and I stand by that. That is how I raised my son.
Chrisean seriously needs to stop these games before she gets caught up in something she can't come back from. In the meantime, people had their thoughts, like this person who said, instead of focusing on JR, she is playing with her life. Another person said, she been passed from set to set, passed around from gang to gang. Somebody should be ashamed. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Chrisean playing around with these gangs? And don't really think she deserves the threats she got from D-Loc and the other Crip members? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.